I love this story because I don't understand from a Sorsby perspective what he thinks is supposed to happen at this point, Jeff. Sorsby says, you know what? I got kicked out of college, basically. They still pay me my NIL money. Let me in NFL, which sometimes they open up a supplemental draft just in case there was extenuating circumstances. You can't get in the regular draft, and they open up to you. NFL says no. Simple reason they said no, Jeff. This guy is a gambler and horrendous for the Shield to have the visibility of a guy actively betting on games of his team and is an active gambler to be in the NFL. I love the NFL. It's like, yeah, beat it. Maybe next year when you rehab your image. I like it.
I'm sure you're agreed. Like,
yeah.
Now the story will be over. Like it's pretty simple. He gambled. Nobody wants him around. Like, he knows the rules. He's a grown man. Does it suck? Yeah. Does he have an addiction? Probably. Get help with it. You can blame no one but yourself. I feel bad for the kid, but I don't feel bad for the kid. Gambling is very much in the public eye. We get it. But there's thousands of kids who don't do it, and they play football or basketball or whatever they play, and everybody's happy. He threw away possibly millions, surely millions, for, strike bets and parlays. I've never understood this type of thing. Do I like to gamble? Yeah, it's part of my life. Do I need to gamble? I could probably go do other things. I'm not, when I go to a casino, I don't care about blackjack or roulette. To be this talented at something, to be this good at something, to waste it over parlays that you probably got crushed in.
Like if they Jeff, honestly, I always like to say this. If they told you, Jeff, you will not be paid from your company if you wear that chain. Are you going to keep wearing the chain, or just while you're on the show, take the chain off?
And that's why, I would try to argue that, I think it's clear that he has a major problem because, again, it doesn't make sense. And this goes back to, that NBA gambling thing. A lot of those guys, they're not doing it to make money. They're doing it because they're degenerate gamblers in bad situations. I think Brendan Sorsby has a gambling problem. Do I think it should be held against him? No, but gambling still – and this is the hypocrisy I have with the NFL and these other leagues. You push it consistently. You then are not there when something bad happens. We just want to kind of, exercise this person away or exorcism him away. I don't know that I quite understand that. But yeah, the kid knew the rules. He's not some 12-year-old kid. He gets what you can and can't do. All they tell you is, and the chain thing's a great example.
Yes.
All they say to you is, hey, look, man, you can fuck whoever you want. You can, drink if you want.
Drive 170 miles an hour and get caught. No big deal.
Hell, in our league, you could even beat women up and we'll still let you play. That's another problem. It's you have guys who beat and strangle women.
Correct.
And break their kids' arms, but you can't gamble,
Nope.
The problem with this kid, too, is
WNBA players, who the kid from the Falcons, right? Hey, you know what? I'm going to go kill this person and probably stalk them. But he went for 2 weeks, Jeff, to a couple of classes back in the NFL, no suspension.
Yeah, no. And this is more of the hypocrisy. I think, again, though, the problem is, does this situation change if he doesn't bet? Let's say he was only betting on tennis.
I think it does change it. Yeah.
The optics that he bet on Indiana makes it he had inside sourcing, and it sucks.
It's just optics. The dollar figure doesn't matter. Oh, it's only $9,000 over. I don't care what it is. It's optics. Do you let the NFL is going to want and I'm not and first of all, it's Sorsby. This isn't Arch Manning or somebody supposed to come in and revolutionize the league and be the number one pick. It's a guy that's probably an afterthought that will never take snaps anyway or be like a 7th round pick and added to a roster. That's what we're dealing with now. But it's just the optics of the Shield. Yes, they're in bed with gambling. Yes, there are fail safes here. They tell you every step of the way when you step in your day one at college, do not gamble. Do not gamble in the sport you play. It's that simple. But you're right, Jeff. If he's getting hey, man, I was bored over the summer. We're getting $5 on table tennis. You can't do that, but it does. The optics are, we're going to clean this up. Not I gamble on everything, which means what's going to happen when I'm in a game and I'm trying to, hey, my NFL career might be over soon. Hey, somebody just reached out for a couple $100,000 to throw 3 picks in the first quarter, like Nathan Peterman did a couple years ago. He's like, is that guy throwing the game? You can't have those optics, Jeff. You can't have it.
You can. And look, I think also the NBA and the NFL and these guys, they do a good job with using these players for what they know that they ultimately are, they're just shrapnel basically.
Yeah.
We're willing to let them die on the sword to set an example here. They did it with Jonte Porter, who was a complete nobody, was never going to do anything in the NBA.
Yeah.
But they set a precedent and said,
Yep.
if you do this, you will
Correct.
never play in this league again. And it looks like they're doing this for Sorsby because we really haven't seen this, right? But what I find odd, and it's the last thing I'll say on this situation.
Yeah.
You look at like a year or two ago, Isaiah Rodgers played for the Eagles, the Colts.
Correct.
I think he plays
Cornerback.
Jack. Yeah, I don't know where he is now, but he was banned for betting. Now, he claimed that the only thing he did was he was in a city that had legalized gambling and he put bets in for other people. He never actually betted himself. But like, I guess I just don't understand. Like, some people it's okay to do, but some people it's not. But this is clearly of, we want Sorsby to fall on his sword. We go with the tact of what you said. He ain't gonna ever do anything anyway, whatever. But if you do this is what's going to happen to you. And they're essentially saying he's banned for life. He's going to be blacklisted like Colin Kaepernick. He's never going to play. They're not going to give him an opportunity. And this is to say, if you do this is what's going to happen.
If Cam Ward was coming out of school and went number 1 overall, Jeff, in a gambling thing, he might not go number 1. He's going to the NFL because he's talented. It all is that. It's that scale, Jeff, that you weigh. How talented are you? Can you get away with things here? Jimmy Johnson always bring up the same point. Emmitt Smith falls asleep in a team meeting, I give him a pillow. The third string running back falls asleep, he's cut and will never play for me again.
I don't know though, Donnie. I think gambling's different. Brendan Sorsby was, to me, the top transfer quarterback in the college football ranks. I don't know that in the NFL it matters. I'll be real honest.
Yeah.
If they found out Patrick Mahomes was betting on Chiefs games,
yeah,
he's fucking gone.
But you know what they would do, Jeff? They would Otani him. No speak English.
That's true.
Speak English. And like, hey, look, that's the golden goose. Let's brush that under the rug. Like Patrick Mahomes, there will be, like Chris Carter used to say, Jeff, there will be a fall guy.
Well, I'll tell you this, and he'd actually be a great guest for this show, maybe in July sometime. I know Matt Boyer, the guy that he interviewed with me on my show. Mm-hmm. He's the guy that took all the bets in this case. He just got out of federal prison. I asked him straight up. I said, did you ever meet Otani? He said, I saw him once. I kind of waved to him. That was it. I said, do you ever think he was betting? He wouldn't give me an answer. It sounded like to me, though, that's exactly what happened. Ipe Muzehara was, again, the little fall guy. But we'll see. It's gambling. It seems different to me, but punishment sticks. Yeah. And if, they did it to Pete Rose. I mean, Pete Rose was, at the top of the game, so I don't know. But this is a precedent, and this will cut it down, I think.